Hello and welcome to my channel Live in the Solution. I'm Mary Trimble and I'm going to, before I get into the readings, I just wanted to talk about what's going on planetarily in the next week or so. And of course we have this full moon lunar eclipse on the 7th, which is going to be quite, this whole month, what's going on planetarily is crazy. It's going to be quite intense and potentially volatile this month, and we are going to be directed to go inside. We're going to be encouraged to go inside and to meditate. That's always my answer. I always say you get peace inside, and we're going to need some peace this month. So the lunar eclipse is happening in Aquarius, and it's happening in the south node. Now what that means is that when the eclipse happens, it's closer to the south node, which represents our past. So we are going to be, this month is going to be about endings and new beginnings. And sometimes those endings might not be so welcome. You know, we don't like change, do we? Now we have so many planets retrograde this month. We have Saturn in Sagittarius, Pluto in Capricorn, Neptune and Chiron in Pisces, and then Mercury goes retrograde on the 12th. Now, not only that, Uranus has gone retrograde already by the time you see this on the 3rd. And when a planet goes retrograde, Uranus will actually kind of be still on the 3rd, right? It'll be kind of stationary before it goes retrograde. And when that happens, all the symbolism of that planet is intensified. So Uranus is it's about shocking things happening. It's about surprises. It's about opportunities. It's about things that happen out of the blue. So be prepared. Now, if you get an opportunity, you've got to act on it really fast. It's about really a fast pace. It's about, really reacting fastly and going, going for it. People might just pop up for you. And listen, this lunar eclipse is about, really, it's about letting go of the past. Now, because of Uranus, people might pop up from your past, and you're encouraged to, you might feel that you are no longer in sync with these people. And if you look at them, you may have outgrown these people. So this is a time to kind of let go of those people, let go of the past, if you've been hurt in the past. So it's really a good time. I always say this about full moon, and this eclipse is going to be really intense. We're going to feel very emotional around this time. It's going to be very turbulent. And listen, when things are turbulent, go inside, because that's where the peace is. That's where we're going to find peace. Listen, it's free to meditate. Take some deep breaths. Just go into your breath, connect with, spirit, source energy, and there you will find peace. So this is a time to reflect and look back at your past and really acknowledge how much you've grown, and pat yourself on the back and feel good about going forward. With renewed energy. Now there's a really interesting aspect happening throughout this month, and actually it's actually will be happening through to the spring of 2019. So it's really interesting. It's a semi-square between Uranus and Neptune. So now the last time this happened was in the 1960s, and think about what happened in the 60s. It's about innovation, that's Uranus. It's about music, which is Neptune. It's about spirituality, which is, you know, Uranus. It's about an awakening. It's about, Uranus is about finding your tribe and like-minding people, but you know, for the highest spiritual reason, which is Neptune. So Neptune is about healing and altered states, and you know, Uranus is about technological advances and innovations. And it's interesting because I think over the next few years, we've already seen some technological advances in handling our global warming. And I think we are really going to see some really incredible innovations in healing, you know, with nanotechnology and technological advances for the environment. I think we're going to see more and more of that over the next few years, and we're definitely seeing an awakening spiritually. You must have noticed that. I feel this energy that's all the way through the month, you know, with the eclipse and everything. We are going to feel, we're going to enhance our psychic abilities and intuition, and we're going to be more centered in that way. And going forth into the North Node, which is going to happen a bit later on in the month, you know, with the solar eclipse in Leo, we're going to be encouraged to be more heart-centered, where Aquarius is, you know, more intellect and more about detachment, but community also. So we are going to let go of that detachment, and we're going to be encouraged to be more heart-centered. And it's really important to be more altruistic and to help people. So whatever you're doing, you know, make it for the higher good of society, for everybody. And I believe that that's going to be really successful for everyone. So I really think that this month, all I can say is, with this energy, this intense, potentially volatile energy, really big changes are happening. A lot of planetary actions. It's like the pinnacle of the year, you know. I mean, there's so much going on. So what we're encouraged to go inside, and we're encouraged almost to see life like a river, right? And if you get knocked in the river, go with the flow. Keep your head above water and just allow the river to take you to maybe greener pastures on a bank, you know. And usually it's always for the best. These changes happen suddenly and are for the best. So just go with the flow. Don't try to hang on to the shoreline. Don't try to hang on to stuff. Don't, you know, embrace the change. This month is about embracing the change and just going with the flow. Don't go against the tide. Go inside. Ask for guidance from source, from your angelic energy. We are surrounded by source energy, and if we tap into that, we'll have inner peace, and we'll be able to see the blessings and ride the crest of the wave. And that's what we're going to be encouraged to do this month. So that's what I'm encouraging you to do. And so without further ado, I'm going to go into the reading. Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your reading for, oh, wow, August the 7th through August the 13th. And these cards are jumping out. This is for your sun, moon, and rising. So if you know your moon and rising, check out the videos below. I've got links to them all in the description box below. So I'm going to do 7 cards, one for each day of the week, and the general energy, underlying energy for that day, how to cope with it and what to expect, how to change it. Oh, okay, lovely. Okay, and so Monday, oh, here we go. Monday we have the new lunar eclipse, letting go, and wow, we really do have some crossover here. And then on Saturday we have Mercury going retrograde. Okay, so now Aquarius, Sunday. Oh, Yes, 2 cards came out. It's so funny. I've had several. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, so now we talked about the new lunar eclipse at the beginning. This is about endings and new beginnings. So on Monday, you have the Wheel of Fortune, right? So when this card comes up, it's telling me it's your decision, guys, whether you want this, whether you want to see your cup as half full or half empty. The lunar eclipse can be very, look, the energy is before and after. You know, I felt it, very emotional. It's going to be like an emotional roller coaster, but it's really important to go inside. So when that drama is happening, when you're feeling like that, you've got to go for inner peace, which is inside. This is the only place you're going to feel. Look, when you're connected to source energy, there's no fear, there's no anxiety, there's just peace and love. You know, that's where it's free, darling. It's free. Go inside. So this is, you know, this is like fortune is on your side if you choose to have it on your side. So, you know, this to me is also like an opportunity. An opportunity could come up for you. You know, jump on the opportunity. This is very important, to jump on opportunities that are coming. At least respond really fast. You never know what's going to come your way in it. So this is a positive opportunity that is coming up for you. That's what I'm feeling here. A new opportunity. Now, on Tuesday, we have the 5 of Wands. Now, 5 of Wands, it's like, listen, this is like bickering, this is arguing, this is conflict, this is like competition. This is like somebody saying something that you know is completely off, like Trump says every day. Like Trump says every day, something totally off, you know, kilter, whatever, that you're like, what? And you may know that this person isn't saying something that's true. So instead of saying, that's not true, and this is really what happened, this is like going, okay, he's crazy, okay. Take it with a pinch of salt and just move on. It's not, listen, don't engage in conflict on Tuesday. That's all I'm saying. So this is a potential where you can really get wound up very easily. And this is saying balance your emotions, and this is going to be the message throughout this month. It's balance your emotions. Don't react on your emotions. So take a step back and bow out graciously and don't engage. That's Tuesday. Now, Wednesday, we have the 8 of Pentacles, right? When the 8 of Pentacles shows up in a reading, it's reminding us that, listen, diligence, focus, hard work, and creativity, it takes all of that, right, to make a success. It's not a card of fame. It's not. This is reminding you that work hard and it will pay off. So this is a time to really focus and work on your career. It can also kind of mean that, you know, a project is coming to completion, but this I'm getting is like, look, you will get success and monetary rewards by really focusing, bringing everything into play, your creativity, your focus, your determination, and your hard work. This is like things, you know, things don't come easy, but they will come if you buckle down and get things done and bring, you know, all your expertise. It's like, look, burning the midnight oil, right? Look, working very hard, diligently, you know, paying attention to detail, hyper-focused. That's for Wednesday. That can mean, you know, hard work will pay off. Hard work at work will pay off. You will be, it's not like public recognition, but you'll be rewarded for it monetarily. And the 2 of Wands. Yes. Now the Two of Wands, sometimes they say that this is a decision, but for me, when the Two of Wands comes up, this is like a partnership, you know, at work for a creative project. It's probably something to do with this, actually. It's interesting that they come together. This to me is like two people with different kind of areas of expertise come together and create this amazing thing that can make money. But, you know, it's about hard work and diligence and coming together, compromise and, you know, balance. And so this, you could kind of meet someone that's, you know, along the way that's going to really complement you, not complement you. So you will complement each other. You will both bring something equally valuable to the table and create something wonderful for it. So this is a very positive card that you can meet some. Look, I'm seeing that. I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune coming in. Hard work, creativity, diligence and determination. I think that's really good. You just have to avoid conflict or competition or, you know, having to say that you're right. You don't want to do that. That's Tuesday, but everything else looks great. Now, on Friday, right, this is right before Mercury goes retrograde too. Mercury goes retrograde on Saturday. This is about looking at your childhood and the childhood trauma. Now, this has shown up for nearly every reading so far, and it's not surprising to me. There's always one card that kind of shows up again and again. And this is the general energy of the week anyway. It's about going in. It's about not being judgmental, and it's about releasing, forgiving and releasing, forgiving yourself, forgiving others. And some people say, I can't forgive them. They don't deserve to be forgiven. You're not forgiving them for them. You're forgiving them for you so that you can move on. You're no longer blocked, darling. That you can release this karmically and emotionally, release it so that new fantastic beginnings, because you can't have something new when you've still got something. There's no room. You've got to make room for the new. You've got to let go of the old and move on. And this is the year, number 1 year, darling. This is all about, it's 10, which reduces down to 1. It's all about endings and letting go. And this month is all about endings and new beginnings. So this is the ideal month to make those plans, to do it. You know, this is the kind of energy where things are taken from you if you don't do it yourself. Now, on Saturday, when Mercury goes retrograde, we've got the 10 of Wands, which is like, God, look, release that shit. Let it go. Aquarius, drop that bundle. It is holding you back. Now, this is the 10. This is a completion. This is when you're ready to let you ready. This is like, I call this the people-pleasing card. It's one of those cards where you're like, oh, yeah, I can get this done by this time. Oh, yeah, no, I'll do it. It can also mean kind of micromanaging if you're a leader at work and like not trusting that your team can do what they'd. Let it go. Allow people to do their jobs. You don't have to control everything. You really don't, Aquarius. Let it go. Drop this heavy bundle so you can move forward with ease, you know. Let it, you know. Why are you allowing this to bog you down and weigh you down? It's too heavy. Drop it. Drop it, release it emotionally, release it physically, and release it karmically so you can move forward to new, fabulous beginnings. Because when you do, right, this is amazing, right? These two cards fell out together, which is like brilliant, right? This is like the Page of Wands, really good news. But right underneath that is the Death card, which is inner transformation. So when you drop that, when you release it, when you forgive, when you let go, you're going to have an inner transformation and you've got this fabulous new beginning. I mean, incredible. These are working. This is like just, you're going to be reborn. It's like the phoenix coming out of the ashes. This is a rebirth of you, a new you. A really positive, fantastic new beginning. sometimes things have to be dropped, darling. Just drop it like a hot potato because things are really looking up for you. This is the death of old stuff. Let that childhood go. Let that trauma go. This is the death of that, right? And this is the rebirth. You are completely transformed, and you're coming out a brand new person. And really, look, the wheel of fortune, darling. Fortune is on your side. Fortune is on your side, but you must release. I can't stress that. In order for this to be a really good, positive future, you've got to release it. Let it go. Don't hold on anymore. It's blocking you. You're not going to have the divinely amazing life that you deserve and should have, you know. So anyway, Aquarius, I love you. I appreciate you. I appreciate your feedback and your comments and liking and sharing. And I'll see you next week. Bye. For a personal reading, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.